welcome to Unpaved Freedom. I am your host, David. I am a C4 quadriplegic. Broke my neck when I was 18, so that's about 24 years ago. Been using a power wheelchair ever since, and I have 0 VA status. I want to be very clear with everyone right up front who I am and kind of my background. So prior to a car accident, when I was 18, I was very outdoorsy. Anytime I could went camping or dirt bike riding with my buddies or horseback riding, I was out there. I was doing it. And a tragic car accident with no drugs and no alcohol left me paralyzed. Now, I will also say that in this series of videos, I want to do some gear reviews where we talk about communications. Some of these trails that we're going to be on when we're doing trail reviews are really far out there, and they have 0 cell phone service. And so some of the things I carry with me is a VHF radio. So we will dive into gear reviews on some things that are going to be helpful for you to maybe pack with you out in the woods. Some of the trails do go way out there, and some of them just have 0 cell service. So we need to be kind of prepared for that. If we break, we got to be able to communicate out. Why this is important, in an introduction video where I just mentioned I have 0 VA status. I was a DoD contractor, and I have a current active ATO from the Department of the Army. This means that I can talk on a radio on DoD frequencies. So that may come into play later on down the road, and you might think to yourself, well, the guy said he wasn't a veteran. Okay, I am not a veteran, and I simply worked for the Army and the Air Force. The program I was in is called MARS, Military Auxiliary Radio Systems, and it may come up later on down the road, so I want to be clear that you guys know I've always been a civilian. So that kind of goes into play with purchasing wheelchairs as well. The VA is notorious for purchasing quality wheelchairs, and more than Medicaid and Medicare will ever pay for. So as we go on and as we show some of these off-road wheelchairs, just know that I did not get anything purchased through the VA. So that's very simple. I'm working to show you guys there is a way. Okay, so if you have a husband or a wife or a friend that is disabled, and maybe you're an outdoorsy person, or maybe they were an outdoorsy person, I want to be able to show you guys you can still do the things outdoors. Now they're going to be limited, and the trails that you're going to be, I guess the camera timed out here. So I just want to show that there is things you can do with your friend, your loved ones, your spouses that are outdoors. I will be traveling to multiple different state parks around Indiana and maybe outside of Indiana. I did not want to limit this YouTube channel to Indiana anything. I feel like the title is very open and could really be anywhere and anything that is related to not the norm that you would typically see a person in a wheelchair going. Okay, I want to go where typical wheelchair people you just don't see out in the middle of the woods, and that really needs to change. I want to say, hey, this is a trail that you guys can do. Guys, gals, thems, okay? And this is what you can do. And if you travel 2 hours to a park, you can go, okay, well, I know I can do Trail 9, or I can do, Trail 2, or whatever the trail is, right? So the point of the channel is to empower people with disabilities and the loved ones that care for those people with disabilities. Maybe you're not disabled and you watch this channel and you go, wow, I can really, I can take my friends to the park and do this. Or I can take my husband or wife to the park and do this. I want to help you guys out. There's going to be other topics other than gear reviews that we kind of dive deep into. You're going to see me have help on the trails to kind of navigate mud, obstacles, that sort of thing. So you're going to see help. I'm not doing this alone. And you're going to see help that maybe doesn't want to be videotaped, so I have to kind of edit and blur those people out. Now, I am always open for additional help. If somebody says, hey, I can't be there with you, I can't go take you do that, but I think you could do trail 1, 2, 3, 4, or whatever. Absolutely, that helps too, right? So this channel is going to open up a lot of doors and possibilities for people. I will not tolerate any type of bashing. Everybody's welcome here. So Republican, Democrat, gay, straight, black or white, doesn't matter. Everybody's welcome to the channel. There will be no type of bashing that's tolerated. And I really hope you guys follow along, subscribe and like and share and do all those things that you've heard other YouTubers do. I would appreciate the support of everyone, and I really hope to do some really cool things and go see some things that I've never seen before. So I'm going to do some trail ratings as well. This is kind of a controversial topic right now, this trail rating. I want to use numbers, and Michelle wants to use like easy, moderate, rugged. So I've kind of come up with a plan when we're doing a trail review to say, this trail scores, less than 10, so this is going to be an easy trail. This trail scores 20 or less, it's going to be a moderate trail. This trail scores 30 or less, but above 21, this is a rugged trail. And so I will give you guys a number of what I think it should be rated at, and then I will say, okay, this is a rugged trail, or this is a moderate trail. And I hope this helps. If you're not a numbers person, maybe you go off the moderate or rugged thing, but it might not be marked that on a map. I am going to mark it as a person with disabilities and using a off-road wheelchair. So, hopefully that clears things up. Welcome to Unpaved Freedom. I really hope you enjoy it, and I'm going to do the best I can. So, I got a GoPro 5 and a 2006 Dodge, and we're just going to make it work. So, I hope you guys follow along and enjoy, and I think I covered everything, and if I hadn't, we'll get to it to the next video. So, enjoy.